Hey everyone, this season, don't just watch the games, win them with Pez'sPicks.com. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the man himself.
Thank you, Jeff. This is Pez. After years of giving away our picks on Instagram and beating the house, we've launched Pez's Premium Picks, an exclusive data-based picks based on our algorithm that's hit winners for the last 2 years.
Didn't that algorithm get you over 70% picks right in the NFL last year?
That's right, Jeff. Thank you. No gimmicks, just the pick we believe in. We're using the promo code Lock It Up this week on Pez'sPicks.com. After that, we're asking for a small donation to keep beating the house.
That's right. Use the promo code Lock It Up, all one word, for a free week of access at Pez'sPicks.com. That's Pez'sPicks.com. Check it out today.
Hello. Welcome in. It's Birds of Feather Podcast. Your boy Q City.
Your boy Ty Bravado.
And this is a win after week 6. Beating the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football. Coming at you late and live after the game. Beautiful win. Taj, you almost called it down to the number.
It's off.
Yeah. What'd you call it? 24-17, didn't you? Yeah, I thought a little bit more offensive explosion.
We realistically should have scored 30, but it is what it is.
We'll get into it. But yeah, clear good win. Early in the season, Buffalo comes down to Atlanta, does not escape without a loss on their resume. Atlanta moves to above 500 for the first time on the season. Taj, my man, what did you see in this big, nice, beautiful win that we had against the Buffalo Bills?
I could start from like a multitude of places. Since we gonna start with the easy thing first. Bijan is him.
Bijan is. I know we kind of flirted with it and laughed and joked about it. He's not only the best player on our team, flirting with the best player in the division, because I got to give respect to Baker and what he's been doing.
Nah, he ain't no flirting with it. He is the best player in the division.
I don't know. That's hard for me. Because I respect what Baker's doing.
See, look. This is why I say this, right? One dude is flirting with top edge of position. One dude's flirting with trying to get to the top 5.
You the only one to disrespect that man like that.
I said he was 8 to 12. That's not calling the man 8 at peak is not disrespectful.
But this ain't a Baker conversation. Bijan is absolutely him. 6 games in a row over 100 yards. Second game this season. I was about to say second game this season with 200 scrimmage yards.
No, I think it's the first one.
This first one, yeah. And it was 239, I think it was. And I sent you the text, and I was like, even if you take away the one big run, right? Because that's going to skew the numbers a bit. It was 24 for 147. Yeah, 147.
137.
137, which is still like 5 yards a carry.
Yeah. No, he did his thing. Drake London balls.
So here's the thing about him, right? All logic said, what a game. I told you Buffalo defense is trash. It's a lack of offensive talent at wideout is going to do this team in the worst moments. All right, so yeah, that was a big thing for us. Oh, you need a number 1 wide receiver in the clutch. We have one. His name is Drake London. He was the only one catching balls tonight. Like Pinnock literally
targets. It was just him and Bijan.
I swear, like it got to a point to where it was nobody else. Pinnock was just like, "Hey, he's who's open." Pinnock tried Casey. Yeah. Pinnock tried Casey one time. Casey and he was like, "Yo, that's it on him." That's in on him.
It's not even. It's just like Buffalo made it a point to take away Pitts. They were like, we're comfortable with Drake doing it. We don't want Pitts beating us, so they double Pitts.
Which I'm not gonna lie to you, was very surprised by. I would think that London would be the one that you want to double, but Pitts has the game breaking speed.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like I'd rather give you a single than a home run.
Yeah, and he took them singles all night. He took hit after hit after hit all night. What was it? He was at 149 last time I checked. Did he end the game at 149?
157.
He was at 9 for 149 before that last drive.
Let me see. Yeah, he had 10 for 158.
Yeah, so he caught one more ball. That was, bruh. And he had 158. Penix had 224.
250.
Come on, man. Come on. He was everything tonight. I was referring to Buffalo about their lack of talent at what? Yeah, Buffalo is hurting. Keon Coleman, seatbelt strapped all night, baby.
AJ made his presence definitely felt in the game back.
They went to pick on Hughes a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but he held up decent.
He was just fine. Because the thing is the first play of the game on defense, that wasn't even Hughes' fault. That was Jesse. I want to say it was Jesse, because I feel like Jesse's been getting a little greedy in abandoning his assignment, trying to chase the ball. He's giving up plays. He has to be more sound in his play, and I feel like because of the player he is, they're not reprimanding him when they need to. They need to be like, "Hey, play this in football. This is the only way this is going to work."
And once again, I think we talked about it on the podcast where maybe you needed to play that style and generate turnovers because you weren't generating a solid pass rush and you couldn't really rely on scheme fits in the back end and had really talented DBs around you and linebackers that were going to run to the ball. So like you felt it was kind of Supermaning out there, kind of had to put it all on your shoulders, make these pop plays, make those disruptive plays, right? Completely saw today him sitting in the middle of the field and allowing the younger safety behind him to just kind of roam, right? But like using his instincts in the middle of the field, he went and jumped the short route, right? And allowed somebody right behind him. But for the rest of the game, there weren't really.
Jesse gave him the touchdown because he was staring at the dude go right behind him. That was his own.
Yeah. After that, Atlanta played extremely sound and disciplined.
I think it's safe to say we got a real defense.
Oh yeah, like they wanted to just slide in on the after game broadcast. Yeah, Atlanta's number one in defense.
Yeah, number one defense.
Number one defense. That feels amazing to say, bruh.
One Udo ace.
So taking it from the top, it was not a fumble, right? Mainly because the defense was offsides, right? It wasn't a fumble.
I have no idea what you're even talking about right now.
No, I said taking it from the top, like beginning of the game. Bijan fumble.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that never happened. Showing the statistics, then it never happened.
Yeah, factual. So, Atlanta goes down. The play calling on that first drive, I don't feel like varied too much from the rest of the evening. It was a high dose of zone run scheme, bringing Bijan out from the side into the back end of the pistol, or having him in motion and basically having screens be an extension of the run game. And then a heavy dose of Drake being the one catching the ball. You saw it on the first drive, and that was the game plan the whole game. Like, ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? It either worked or it didn't. And I was like, you know what? I respect it. Because Z-Rob, you want to nitpick here and there. Sometimes he uses play action haphazardly, where it's like, why are we going 2 play action in a row on 2nd and 6 and then 3rd and 4? This doesn't make sense.
That's not right to me, because we've been talking about how he don't call it, so you can't say he.
It felt weird in the flow of the game, right? But then Pinnock,
because we ran the ball to the tune of 200 yards.
Yeah, I was saying Pinnock is using his legs, getting moving around. Love to see that. This is kind of a weird statement, because of who was out tonight. I would love to see more people involved in the pass game, but when it works, it's hard to criticize it. You know what I'm saying? When it works this well, it is very hard to criticize it.
I mean, because the pass game today was Drake with 10 catches, Bijan with 6, and then Pitts with 3, and then Algier with 1, and then Casey had 2 drops.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the targets there. But I don't have, I mean, due to the personnel, I have no issue with it. I do wish that Pitts got involved a little more, but I feel like the defense made a concerted effort not to let him beat them. Just because, like even though Pitts' production isn't always there, the talent, you still got to respect it. Because it's like Drake don't really have.
I absolutely agree.
He don't really have the type of speed that you like. That scares you.
There was that one play. No. Ooh, there we go. All right, you were saying?
No, I was just saying. You're like, I feel like they were comfortable trying to let Drake beat him because he physically. I mean, he's big, but he like bro probably run like a 4.6, 4.7.
Yeah, and you saw it on that last play. The chatter on Twitter was all logic. I put you on screen just to let you know I ain't forget about you. But yeah, absolutely, AJ has come a long way. I call him All Pro AJ. So if you listen to us for any length of time, you'll definitely hear that. Now on the offensive end, yeah, the chatter on Twitter was like, oh, it was bad clock management. Maybe on the front end a little bit, we let 20 seconds run off. But I didn't necessarily feel like it was wrong either. Like I felt like he played it right. I felt like you ran a man slant with 6 seconds left with the idea that your bigger wide receiver was going to catch the ball, get down, you were going to call a timeout, and he busted open. Like that's a football player making a football play.
You're like, well, shit. If it's there, if Drake ran a 4.7 instead of a 4.8, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it was it didn't look great in the open field. I'm not gonna lie, but you don't really have to. What I saw a lot tonight was Z-Rob scheming up separation for him, right? Instead of relying a lot on him having to make these super tough possession catches. You were there was a lot of motion before the snap. There was a lot of like the curl action for his touchdown. I loved that play. You basically turned him into a basketball player and made him post up. You know what I'm saying? Like you created a beautiful throwing lane.
I mean, I feel like that's been a pretty consistent thing in the offense, though. I don't really feel like any of that's necessarily new.
I know. I just feel like it was highly, one, successful night, but two, it was kind of the only button we had to press tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, because what's it called? Buffalo is a heavy zone team, so Zach attacked the zones, and Drake excels for his zone because if they would have ran more man coverage, this would have been a Kyle Pitts game. But all they did was I guess the time they did run man, they were paid heavy attention to Pitts because they weren't really looking to fear Drake that much. Because if Pitts was the one that catches that slant, it's a touchdown.
Easily, especially once he gets going.
Yeah.
No, you're not touching him. I think that where was I going with it? Oh yeah, with London. The healthy scratch right before game time, an hour before game time, that was interesting. I would love to get some more info on it. We probably won't. I was about to say we probably won't. and probably ain't gonna say anything about it. But want to hear that one. Mooney, can't wait for him to get back. At least to something I saw tonight multiple times was lining up in trips and literally just running dummy routes to clear out safeties and corners and feed in Bijan behind him. I love that. I love those easy completions on first and second, get you to 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 4. Like that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It it's almost like an extension of your. It's not necessarily a screen extension of your run game, but it's basically like it's almost like an elongated draw play, and it worked consistently tonight, especially when Buffalo went into man, right? Because then you got Bijan on a linebacker that's barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? So like, I enjoyed watching that tonight. Rob, he was in his bag tonight. I gotta give him props. We've been giving him.
I like the new looks that they
flack.
I like the new looks. Like, well, I mean, yeah, they were new. I mean, I seen some of these in training camp, but it's the first time I seen them in a game with the Algier and Bijan both on the backfield at the same time, and like the using Bijan in motion to send everyone following him, leaving the back end on Tyler Algier touchdown around just open, and that was a grown man run, and that was a grown.
The one I absolutely loved was sending Warner, like lining up tight, sending Warner out that way to make it trips, hiking the ball with him still horizontal on the line and zone running this way. That was like, it's simple misdirection. It's simple misdirection that was so effective because we had such a tendency to run behind him as a lead blocker, and you're running him toward a double over, like you're running him toward a double tight over that way. So you're like, oh, it's a screenplay. You know what I'm saying? He's got a running start. He's going to block the outside man. You had Casey and Pitts on that side. So it's like, it's a screen to one of them. Nah, zone run to the opposite direction. It was nice. Now, Jake Matthews, he went out of the game. Same play that number 8 for Buffalo went out. That was just bodies hitting the floor type of play.
Yeah. Wrote him on. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's got an amazing streak. The Felipe Franks, great job using Felipe.
No, I love that play call.
And then the call back to it later.
Yeah.
To get him off sides. That was that was elite. That was elite.
Yeah, because I was like, Felipe Franks, huh? What? Like,
and
I'm not mad at it.
I think, one of the things that we continuously talked about was the amount of creativity that was lacking in the offense, right? And sometimes you look like a creative genius when things are working, and then other times it's just like, do you have to be overly creative if you can execute simplicity to its highest standard, right? And I think there was a good mix of both tonight. I think we had very simple plays that we executed to a high level, and I think there were some wrinkles in there. And that's the type of offensive game you want called 9 times out of 10, right? You don't want to be out there just trying stuff and, getting massive sacks, missing assignments, missing blocks because you have real complex schemes or anything. But you also don't want to be so stale and predictable that people in Vegas are calling out your plays. I'm not letting that go. Yeah, that was annoying. I think he struck a great balance tonight, even though he was real limited in who he called plays for, right? Because Pitts, I think, got his number called around 5 times. He caught 3 balls.
I know he missed one.
So I'm giving benefit of the doubt without looking at the tape that there was probably one more play in there, right? London got his number called. If he had 10 receptions, it had to be 15, 16 times. Like he was the main thing tonight. Bijan had 25 touches. I don't think he had any drops or misses in his direction. I can't think of any off the top of my head. And then Algier cleaned up, right? Took touches off him late in the game. Your running backs touched the ball. Algier had 1 reception and I want to say like 10 or 11 rushes.
He had 10 rushes for like 70 or no, 10 rushes for like 10 rushes for 32 yards.
Yeah, so you're looking at 36 touches by your running backs.
All his yards came off that one run for real.
Yeah, But that's 11 touches Bijan ain't got on his body, right? If you read his lips late in the game when he came out after like a little side run, he was shaking his head. He was like, I'm good, just tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Algier was able to close again. Like, he took 3 hard run into the pile runs, late in the game after the first down to set us up for the field goal. Bijan didn't have to take those hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the beauty of having that 2-back system, having somebody who's reliable, having somebody who, routinely doesn't fumble. I can only think of one for him, and that was that Bucks game, right? Like forever ago. I truly think that both these guys are capable, but like Bijan's special, right? Like Tyler's capable, Bijan's just he's special.
And it was finally nice to see Bijan break it.
He did get caught though. He got caught. He just broke the tackle.
I mean, he didn't get caught. The dude was right there.
Yeah. He outran.
It didn't like the dude walked him down. The dude was right there. He broke a tackle.
Yeah, he what's it called? 7 didn't catch him.
Yeah.
I was worried. I ain't gonna lie. I was worried a little bit.
Like Bijan only getting caught unless the dude just chasing him was actually fast. Bijan's fast enough.
He is. Like at that one speed, I definitely see what you're talking about. That one speed, it is.
And the thing, it might be 2 speeds, but it's just he gets the top speed so quickly, you probably don't see the gears like everyone else.
Yeah. Like you see when a guy gets into the open field and then starts really huffing it. With Bijan, it just always looks like he's got tons of power and tons of speed going in the same direction at all times. London entered the game 24 catches, and I want to say it was like 245.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ended the day with 34 catches and 350 something or 390 something. Definitely put himself back into contention. Not best wide receiver in the league, I wouldn't say that, but he's definitely
the top 10.
He's definitely top 10. He's up there, right? And early in the season, I don't know what was happening outside of, like miscommunication, like maybe some stunted play calling and whatnot that was keeping him from getting the ball. That's not the case. Something that they said on the broadcast, I love that they brought out. They highlighted 2 times it was a choice or option route. And Drake and Pinnock saw the exact same thing at the exact same time, right? To have him sit in the zone or take a zone and like curl up into one. And like both times, it called me back to what we were complaining about in the Carolina game, what we were complaining about in the Bucks game. It's just like that miscommunication, right? Not being able for the quarterback and the wide receiver to see the same thing. And once again, I'm not gonna say it was all Ike Hillier's fault, but like you did say, it might have been a canary in a coal mine type situation, right? To let you know, hey, there's a miscommunication piece happening here. And since Yates is taking that group back over, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been clicking. It's been clicking. So I feel like Yates taking it back over and him coming back down to the field has done a great job in helping Drake take off. I can't say the wide receiver group as a total because Casey is getting hit with the drops. Mooney can't get healthy, and Ray's a healthy scratch. So yeah. But it's definitely got Drake on the same page.
Yeah, Drake. I mean, everything. I mean, as the season comes along, things will get better. But I'm glad it looks like the bye week was well spent. I came away feeling that the bye week was well spent because they came out. I mean, Penix had a relatively clean game. He had one play that I was like, all right now.
That really could have flipped the game. We can
That would have been a pitch.
I don't know about that. I can name 10 better than Drake London. can I name 10 wide receivers better than Jalen?
The thing when it comes to receiver, it's a flavor thing.
Yeah.
Because it's so many of them.
To be honest, JSN could be your like number 2 guy this season, or he could be like your number 13 guy, depending on.
Ain't no way in hell you got JSN at 13.
I'm just saying,
no
like
this boy got JSN lead the league in yards. He got 696.
Yeah, he's balling this year, but not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming into the year.
I mean, he was good. He's been good. Like
he was decent, but he was.
The thing is, he's the reason why they traded DK because I had this ongoing joke with my buddies. I'm like, you mean DK's not on 7? DK not even the best receiver on its own team because Jackson Smith and Jigba outperformed DK last year. The people don't want to talk about that. He had 1,000 yards last year. DK didn't.
Mecca is better than Drake London? Nah. He's had a decent start. I wouldn't say he's better.
Decent.
He's had a decent start.
Decent.
Yeah, he's got what 4 touchdowns.
Decent. He got 5 touchdowns and 4. He has more yards.
Touchdowns.
He has more yards and more touchdowns than Drake off with less catches and targets.
Well, one, he's a deeper threat. Like that is way obvious.
We're not. No. He has 27 catches. Drake has 34. He's only 7 more catches, but he got more yards and touchdowns. He it's not just a deeper threat. He can run the full thing because that's the one knock about Drake is he's not giving you the deep thing. He's not giving you.
Yeah, he's not good. Yeah, but tonight was his first.
Because the thing is, like, if he continues this thing, it's going to be hard to say no.
Yeah, I mean, at minimum, I'd love to see it for a season. At minimum, like I've seen Drake be productive.
Because the thing is, it's like you're holding on to your own bias right now, saying
which
he's better, but you're on to. But the thing is, like based off who's showing what so far, Emeka has been better this year. I'm not talking about I'm talking about this current year, 2025. He has been better, and the numbers support that. He don't got 11 drops.
Yeah, the drops are crazy. I was not expecting
that.
That number was way higher than
Mecca has been better so far.
I don't know. I can't. I've seen it. I want to see it at least 4
because the dude been carving up everybody. We're the number 1 pass defense. He carved us up.
Yeah, he got 2 on us, didn't he?
Yeah,
was it 2? No, it was 1.
He got 2.
He got 2 on us. Yeah.
Like, we the number 1 pass defense. And, I mean, I'm just saying, he 3rd in the league in touchdowns, only behind George Pickens, who's having a breakout year, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Both of them got 6. He got 5.
But see, like, I think Pickens is a great point into delving on how I think and look about, like, how I look and think about wide receivers, right? Is because, like, a lot of it is based upon opportunity, right? Like, CD's hurt, so you're taking off right now. But, like, if you look in Tampa, like, Godwin hasn't come back. Mike Evans went out. Sterling Shepard been in and out of the lineup. So, like, Baker is a functional quarterback. Somebody's going to catch that ball, right? Because, hell, Tez Johnson went for 52-yard touchdown, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that's I feel like that's speaking more on how good of a quarterback Baker is and his ability to, like, make stuff happen than it is on Emeka just being this otherworldly player. Now, I'm just
saying currently he's better than Drake because the thing is, one game cool, but he showed up in every single game they played.
But then conversely, right, I would say the Carolina game, that's like a burn the tape type of game, right? Where it's like nobody really showed up. So,
but the thing is, here's the thing. You can't do that because it still counts.
Which I get, but and also
it still counts. He still went out there and played and got blanked. So
which I got you, but also Emeka's also played one more game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he has. But he still has less catches.
Yeah, I mean, he's a deeper threat. that's once again, that's kind of like pick your poison. What do you favor or care about more? Because for the longest,
he's doing everything.
No, okay, but listen, for the longest, Tyler Lockett, right, used to rack up catches. Cooper Kupp Cooper Kupp used to rack up catches. When Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown, right, he had an absurd catching number, right? But
like he's also getting wrecked.
He was that year. But if you look at him from like a 3-year span, he was getting a lot of catches
but the thing is
he's like a possession type receiver.
You could say that, but the thing is Cooper Kupp that's like the only he was actually healthy the full year. Because if you look at his game, like he only had like he's only had 2 full seasons like of actually being healthy.
Yeah, once again, I feel like okay, you're a deeper threat. Some of it's rack, some of it is what your offensive scheme calls for. Because like okay, so prime example, I'll go back to the Tez Johnson catch, right? He had no rack on that play, but he had 52 yards.
Yeah, it was right in the bucket.
Yeah. So then it's like Emeka, he had that play against the Eagles where he had crazy rack, but then he had the game winner against us where had to be like a 30 some odd yard pass.
Of his 469, 153 yet.
That was 469, 153.
Yeah. The only people, so let's break down the yet. Christian McCaffrey's first, Bijan second, Chain is third, Bucky Irvin is fourth, DK Metcalf is fifth, Puka 6, Zay Flowers 7. So he is where is he at? Back around maybe about 20-ish. Yeah, like 20 to in the 20 to 25 range. That's where he's at. I'm not about to count everything, but he's in the 20 to 25.
Yeah, I see him as a deep threat, like a deeper threat than Drake London. You think Drake is a true number one? Yeah, I think Drake's a number one wide receiver. I think Drake can be the best receiver on your team.
I have a take, but you probably not want to agree with it. So
it says, do you think the Falcons should look into a guy like AJ Brown? Not him exactly, but someone of that mold.
Yes,
I don't think so.
I think so because the thing is yes. I see. So I'm going ahead and put it there. I like Drake, but I look at Drake as a souped up Mohamed Sanu. I want a Julio.
A souped up Mohamed Sanu is crazy.
But that's what he is. He's a possession receiver.
He is a possession receiver, but he's been like last year. He's shown that he's been dominant as a possession receiver.
That's why I said souped up. Skill set. You're focused on the player and not the skill set.
I mean, from a skill set perspective,
he's Mohamed Sanu.
I want to. All right,
power slot.
Then I'm going to bring speed around him. That's the only thing. It's just like
that's cool, but like I want a guy that can do it all. Because the thing is, Drake can do because Drake can't even do what Michael Thomas could do yet.
What, catch a million
Michael
slants?
Thomas was slow, but he could at least take that slant and go a little bit.
Yeah.
And he'll break a tackle and go. Drake ain't even doing that.
I mean, he just did it tonight.
And they both slow.
He just did it tonight.
And got hawked.
But
Thomas could have scored.
Michael Thomas used to get hawked. What are we talking about?
Thomas scored, though. That's the first this was Drake's fourth year. This is the first time we see him on the field.
Nah.
I'm not talking about him being wide open. This is the first time we've seen him like break a tackle and just open field in going on 4 years.
Nah, because remember that game against the Bucks where they fumbled out the back of the end zone. That was
open field. That was open field.
Bro,
this is his longest yards after catch of his career. That's his longest yard. That's his longest yak play.
How long was that? Was that 40 some odd yards?
It was like 40 yards. That's his longest yak play. Like he don't get yak yards. Like, let me see. Where Drake at?
They wouldn't trade us Chris Olave.
Hell no. I want one a minute where he don't stay healthy enough. Let's see. Drake has 427. He somehow got 131 yak yards.
Well, so prior to the night, he had 70.
So yeah, so
I mean, he does decent. Like what I've seen, Drake catch the ball, gets 4 or 5 yards.
Exactly. That's it. That 4 or 5 yards after the catch. That's like, what is that doing?
I mean, that's keeping drives alive.
I mean, yes,
that's his thing.
That's not the point though. Like he's a good chain mover, but like I need that pop. I need that guy that could take that slant. Like I look at Drake like a because he's not even as fast as T. Higgins. Like that's literally his only knock. If Drake had more speed, I wouldn't have no complaints.
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. I value that. Like I value our offense being able to. You saw tonight, our offense was able to consistently move because we were getting him the ball. Like,
and yeah, that's fine, but I need more because like the thing with Drake is like when he catches the ball, it's pretty much dead there.
Yeah, unless he might fight for a couple more yards.
He might fight for like 5, maybe 10 yards, but for the most part, it's dead on arrival. He gonna catch the ball, do this slow ass little chop. His best move is his little spin move. That spin cold. I ain't gonna lie, but it's like he don't really give me enough after the catch.
T. Higgins, the dead cap on T. Higgins right now. They couldn't move him for at least next year.
His deal's essentially a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't even want a T. Higgins type receiver. Like Drake's in that mode, he's just not as fast. Like I would like a Jamar Chase type.
But that's really not a guy you trade for. That's a guy you draft.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go trade for one. I'm saying I want to draft one.
And
I don't know if you've been paying attention, but like I've been saying in 2027, I want them to trade it for Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, well, I mean, come on, yeah. It's Jeremiah Smith.
Julio.
That's Jeremiah Smith. Like so for me, when I say number one wide receiver, could I see this guy catching between 1,300 and 1,500 yards, 9 to 12 touchdowns on your team, and your team being successful with him making those numbers? To me, that's the number one wide receiver. Yes, that can be Drake. When I think like you talk about like Jeremiah Smith mode, like that's Julio. That's something that's different.
It's a personal thing. So like I would take like a J-Mo.
James, you know what? I think he would be a perfect compliment. Actually,
yeah, I need something that could do something to like. I need
because J-Mo is actually not really good at the small and intermediate stuff right now. He's been amazing.
He could take that drag and take it to the crib.
He take a drag to the crib, but he's not been great.
That's small.
He's not been great on slants or deep ends.
He is good on slants. That's how if they hit him on the slant, he's taking it and going to the crib. They just don't throw it to him because they got Amon
has been doing everything, and Amon is more of a possession receiver.
Yeah, he is, but the thing is, he's better at yak than Drake is. My only issue with Drake is his yak. Amon Ross slow too, but he makes it work for him a little better. I mean,
the dude you were talking about as being better than him has 20 more yak yards and has played in like one more game.
But he has more touchdowns, less catches. I didn't say he was better. I was just saying there's an argument because you can't just definitively say no.
Okay.
Like it's week 6 in the NFL. There are no definitive no's unless you're talking about like the elite of the elite. Like, is he better than Chase? Fuck no. Is he better than Jennings? Fuck no. Is he better than Puka? Hell no. Jansen?
You see the screen, right?
What?
You see the screen, right? Absolutely.
Penix wasn't making it past like 13.
11. Yeah. What's it called? Minnesota would have took him, bro.
Nah, I think Minnesota still would have took what's it called, but I think Raiders would have took Penix.
Yeah. Penix was
he wasn't making it at the first round.
Yeah. And also, if you listen to our coaching staff, right, like they were very much sold on him and literally had him rated as the second best quarterback. So
yeah, because the thing is when you got players like that, if you believe in a player, you take him because you'll regret it if you don't.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't a huge Roma Dunze fan. I like him a little more now this season. They're connecting a little bit better. I wasn't a huge fan of him coming out last year.
I was definitely a fan. I thought he was a dog. I thought he was an absolute dog. I mean, because like I was on the Malik Neighbors train like before he blew up to this. Because I was like, man, I would love for the fact because when I was on him, he was still looked at as a second round talent.
I have no idea how. Like looking back,
because he broke out, like because like he was just looking at as the fast guy that he did what he did.
When I think about, there's nobody I can think of on the trading market who would be an immediate upgrade.
I'm not. Anything I'm looking at, I'm not looking at anything for this year.
Yeah,
looking at future.
And then my thing also is like we've already leveraged draft picks. You know, me and you talked about this earlier, but just like kind of get y'all in on our convo. We already leveraged draft picks for the pass rusher Pierce, who made a huge stop tonight, right? Definitely saw 11 show up in the run game multiple times tonight. Walker,
this was his best game.
Yes, Walker showed up multiple times in the run game tonight. That being his best attribute was definitely on display. And then some of the picks that you previously made.
He showed up in the pass rush heavy too. He was flashing like he brought back their best tackle.
Yeah, he flashed. He wasn't really able to get home, but like
I mean, none of the guys were.
Yeah, it's Josh Allen.
We sacked him 4 times.
True. Well,
it was 4 sacks.
It was 4 sacks. Like 2 of them, well, one of them was literally like an on the line sack.
It's a sack.
Like a shoelace tackle.
How do you want to discard it? It's a sack.
Yeah, but we definitely kept him under control. Hit him a lot, kept him under control, rush discipline. But to the point, we've already given up draft capital next year. Blue chip draft capital for next year. Looks like that's not going to be a top 10 pick, as of right now. So like it seems like a good trade.
Not blue chip then.
You don't want to. Well, it's speculative.
No, because the thing about blue chip, there's only considered about like maybe 5 in the draft. So if it ain't a top 5 pick, it's not blue chip.
Yeah, it's speculative. Anything based on speculation, we're not going to get into it. You're right. It's not that pick is going to be the value because it looks like we're going to do good. You really don't want to delve into giving up your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and I don't see anybody worth giving that up for. To be honest,
we have a 5th, I think.
Yeah,
we got a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th, 7th, I think. Maybe less than that.
Yeah, I heard Calvin Ridley's name on the block. I don't think he wants to come back to Atlanta, to be honest with you.
I didn't hear anything about him being on the block. But
what's it called? Chris Olave. They
wouldn't trade him here anywhere, so I'm not even gonna waste no time on that.
I was about to say, I hadn't heard chatter about him, but to be honest, like, yeah, he struggles staying healthy.
I don't want anyone I don't want to bring in anyone that's on the same timeline as Drake.
Also true, right? Because it's gonna mess up your cap situation when you come time to pay. Yeah, I still think Drake's in line for a pretty big contract this offseason, especially how he's been able to play.
Because Drake got to get.
There you go. You're back. You're back.
Yeah, but, I'm going to do that. I would rather.
So here's the thing: we talked about this multiple times. I was going to say we talked about this multiple times. Free agency happens before the draft, right? They didn't know Pinnock was going to be there, and we're Atlanta fans. We sat through 3 straight 7-9 seasons with booty, butt cheeks, dookie water quarterbacks, right? Like, as a fan base, no one was going to allow you to come in the next season without that position somewhat solidified, right? So, like, you solidified it with the Kirk signing. and then you were gifted the Penix pick. So like
It
it's
was
picky.
bad. I think they failed them, but
are we gonna rehash that right now?
No, I'm gonna stand on the fact that I think they failed them.
You want to know one of our? I don't know if you remember or not. One of our first conversations as podcast partners was about the fact that this man was mid, and he spent the next 2 years proving
that wasn't one of our first conversations. He was our starter when we started.
No, he wasn't.
When we started this podcast, Arthur Smith was still the coach, wasn't he?
Yes.
So he was a starter. This is year 3, right?
No, bro.
This is our third year doing this podcast, right?
Yeah, our first year was he.
Our first year, Desmond Ridder was the starter. I wasn't doing it when Mariota was a starter.
Are you sure?
Yes. I want to be doing this because we went to last year was the first year I did it with you because I went to the draft with you. Because you went to the draft for Kansas City the year before that. I wasn't doing it with you.
You're right. It was one of our first. It was one of our first conversations, though. Is the fact that
it wasn't. We didn't say it was me. It wasn't because I was like, I believe in him because he was the starter then. So I was still believing in him.
Oh no!
It got to the point to like when they benched him is when we had that conversation. But one of our first conversations was not that. No.
I seen that early. I was like, he's decidedly average.
I think he was fine. I think they failed him.
Average.
I didn't say he was good. I said I think they failed him because I think he's a young quarterback. He was only in year 2. They failed him. Because the thing is like, as a quarterback, as a young player, once your confidence is shot, the coach don't believe in you. He's like, I'm going to bench you for Taylor Heineke.
Oh, not now.
You destroyed his confidence.
No, I've been real consistent on the fact that, like, once you benched him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They failed him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, to go back to him was an automatic fireable offense.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. But they failed him. I think he could have been a mid-level quarterback, and that's fine because teams remember that. But they never gave him a chance to get the mid because he benched them after a concussion. It was like, yeah, I think we're going to evaluate things, and then like Arthur Smith was desperate around that time.
Yeah, but Arthur Smith should have been.
But the thing is, the answer should have never been going to Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, Arthur Smith should have been fired the year before that. To be honest with you, like Callahan didn't get fired for going 1-5 this season. He got fired for starting Will Levis last year.
And he didn't really have a choice because the thing is that's why the GM got fired because the GM made the pick. Ran Carthon. That's why he got fired.
Yeah,
so they brought in a new GM, and they were like, "Well, I want
to pick my own coach." Yeah,
I picked my quarterback, so now I'm gonna get my coach because you can fuck out of here.
Yeah, and they chose Mike McCoy to replace him. That's gonna be disgusting.
I mean, it's an interim coach. Who cares?
Yeah, it's gone.
You acting like that's the new head. It's the interim. Who cares?
Because at least you want to have the new coach bump a little.
Who else would you choose?
And he was a former head coach, so but he was terrible with the Chargers, bro.
Again, who else would you choose? It's a bad staff.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know the staff.
So who else you gonna choose?
Yeah, you got a point. I don't know the staff enough to really go in and out.
We talking about an interim coach. Who cares? That shit over with. None of this shit matters from here on out. But only thing that matters is Cam Ward. Just you still want to prioritize his development, but other than that,
hey, bruh. No. So he said the receivers can't catch, but Cam ain't doing them no favors by making everything a fastball. Let me tell you the truth, bro. Yes, it's Cam's fault. Cam is throwing these receivers the ball instead of hiking it and walking it down to them and placing it in their hands. Because if you watch these drops, this shit is ridiculous. It is not everything is a fastball. His receivers have been butt cheeks, bro. They done sold him so bad. And that's why I'm really trying to figure out what they call a drop because right now it says London has 11.
In both of your hands, that's a drop.
Yeah, right now it says London has 11 drops. And I'm like, I don't remember 11.
He's been doing that, though.
Yeah, but if he got 11, Tennessee as a team gotta have 35, 40. The shit's ridiculous, bro. Excuse me. He's facing the worst. You know, our after game lives are only supposed to be 30. We killing it right now. You want to go ahead and wrap it? We are we on tomorrow?
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday at 9. Y'all log in. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all then. It's been your boy Q City.
Your boy Todd Bravado.
Follow us on all social platforms at BOAF Media. We out.
Peace.